Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Medium and small-scale industrial efforts have been identified as the real building blocks to any successful economy. Countries of Southeast Asia are usually cited as great examples of where the power of private enterprise has been successfully harnessed to provide real-time employment and raise the standard of living of the people. In Nigeria, that spirit of enterprise appears to be taking root in the different sectors of the economy. We are now joined by Kelechi Oghene, who is powering one of the such outfits on the Lagos fashion scene. And she'll be telling us how her fashion academy of more than 500 students has been giving a start in life to young Nigerians and Africans. Good morning, Kelechi. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Welcome to the morning show.
Thank you.
Yes, well, you want to tell us about your fashion academy and the program that I understand you're trying to put in place later this year.
Yes, okay, so GMIT Fashion Academy is creating the next generation of fashion entrepreneurs. So we've been able to take in women, of course, and train them through fashion. Most of them today own their own fashion schools. Some are into bespoke tailoring. Some owns their bridal outfits. And so it's not just about them learning the cutting and sewing, but also the business aspect of it. So we do like projects. They get to learn pattern making, illustrations, production, art and craft as well, beading and embellishment. So they learn everything about fashion. But the most important part as well is that they take master classes and entrepreneur sessions. So we teach them how to start their business, how to manage their business, how to structure their business. Like the whole of this month, the project they're having is to create their ready-to-wear line. So they're going to be learning costing, budgeting, fabrics, sizing, and everything about ready-to-wear line.
I thought I heard you saying women. Is it only women? How about men? Because I know that male stylists and fashion entrepreneurs.
We have male students, but more of female students actually. We're waiting for them to come. It's just that it's the women that are coming. So yes, we have few male students, but more of women. Now, GMIT Foundation, we're here because of GMIT Foundation. So GMIT Foundation is a platform or initiative that is vetted by the GMIT Fashion Academy. That one, we train students for free. So over the years, we've trained over 200 women, and we just started a new project this year of training 500 women for free. You know, so they go through the same curriculum, pattern making, beading, illustrations, both manual and digital illustration, the art and craft, and then they do like all the projects that the academy students do as well. And then they also take the master classes, so that at the end of the day, when they finish, they're able to start their own businesses. I don't know if you're following us on Instagram or you check the website. Last month, we inducted new students also, and then we've given over close to 100 scholarships so far, even though we're waiting for people to, to join. But currently have like over 100 foundation students, and they are all doing very well. I mean, we have Root Signature, we have Robis Couture, we have Amaka Stitches, which is still doing very well. So at the end of the day, we just want to make sure that we're giving back. We're giving back, and it's just amazing because so far so good. I mean, it's just amazing.
That's great.
Yes.
You've clearly put a lot of thought into what you do and a lot of work into what you do. Not just encouraging people to be creative, but making them business-oriented as well. Yeah. So what's the next stage for you?
The next stage is to, of course, get more people to train, but also get follow-up, with the students and making sure that they're able to retain, their customers, making sure that they're able to carve a niche for themselves. So I know as entrepreneurs, it's not easy being an entrepreneur. I mean, you have to earn before you have to work before you can earn anything. So we also have a program, GMIT SME Support Scheme, where we give them funds, to just support their business. Now, all these are not loans, okay? We've also given out like a lot of industrial machines. Hopefully, if we get support, we'll do more, but we're just taking it one step at a time. So the next stage is to groom the ones we have, follow up with the ones that have graduated, which is our alumni, and then, I don't know, continue to do what we're doing.
What do you say to your students, about access to finance? Because there was, recently we had the Arise Fashion Week, and there was a panel there devoted to the importance of finance and how to go about it. Because a lot of young people trying to start a small business, they say the biggest problem is money, how to start. What do you say to them? Is money really, access to funds, really a major issue in the fashion industry, starting and sustaining?
Yes, it's a major issue. It's a major issue. I would not, say it's not. But one of the things we teach them is to start small. It's okay to start small. Okay, but even if you're starting small with as low as 50,000 naira, it's still money. Okay, but we're teaching them, even if you have a lot of money, it's still best you start small, because as an entrepreneur, there's a lot of risk, and then it's better to make them, in bits where you can now make proper decisions, to not make those kind of mistakes again. We still, tell them to avoid maybe loans, but then if they can get loan, they should start with their family members, their friends, before they start thinking of using the banks. Because they need that experience. Like I said, it's best that you start small. They need that experience, structured business first. At least let people start seeing that they are able to stabilize their business before they can start reaching out to banks or, I don't know, those companies to come assist them. But then they need fund. Yes, it's a major issue. With 50,000 naira, of course, they can get fabrics. They will need fabrics. Even if they want to do their ready-to-wear line, they will need fabrics. Even if they're creating maybe like 3 pieces or 5 pieces, they will need, of course, power is a very big issue. They will need little fund to buy fuel. If they cannot buy diesel, they will also need that, to buy the machine. Even if I tell them, take advantage of online platforms, so you don't need to start renting shops, but you can actually use like your own room, the roof over your head. You can just get a machine, and when you take advantage of the online store, your client, you can actually go to them, take their measurements, come back home, work with the products that you have, do the finishing, and then you deliver also to them. They have some minimal career services that people that don't really charge, maybe like DHL or whatever. Now, but even if they're doing it in bits, they still need little fun. I mean, when they come to school, the foundation students that we're training, they're not paying school fees, and we are spending like a lot. We're paying the facilitators, we are burning diesels, and all that, but they still need their kit. So that as little as 25,000 naira, they can start, they can get a pattern kit, that they can use to start. But 25,000 naira is also money.
But where is the game for you? I mean, when they now set up, do they have to pay something back to you? And do you have a system in place? I mean, 500, students who will go out there. Do you have a system in place for monitoring and evaluating their progress? Okay, some feedback?
Yes. I mean, they're everywhere. So first, the gain for me is we're trying to leave a legacy. And I think so far we're beginning to see the result, even, it's still early stage. But then we have a lot of proof. Like I said, we have their marker stitches and the root signature and the likes, that are doing very well today. So you can go to their store, you can check their online platform and then see how they're making money. Another thing is, the feeling where they say, you're getting prayers, you're getting calls, and a woman is saying, oh, without you, I won't have been able to do this. Now I'm, no longer in this state, but I can, I'm independent. I can now take care of myself. I have a little money of my own. God bless you. Messages like that just make me feel fulfilled. And I think money cannot buy that, But the thing is, everything I do, just like I said, is good to start small. Everything I do, I don't wait for people to give me money first, so I don't wait for partners or sponsors, to give me money without seeing results. So I decided to first start the academy. Okay, it's been a journey, so there's been boutique and then couture and then academy. So first start the academy so that we can start making profit from it, which is now going to make training the foundation
Kelechi,
students.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time, but I need to ask you very quickly, what's your admission procedure like? Since you've established that fashion design is not all about being creative, what do you look for in your applicants?
So if we're talking about the foundation, first passion. Okay, you need to be very passionate about it. And then we do the fill forms, so we do like a little research and make sure that, they're not able to afford the school fees, because it's the academy that is funding the foundation. Okay, so now, when they write, like a little proposal and say, oh, they don't have this money, but they're passionate about this, and then, they would love to come to the school. When they come, we do like a test,
well, quickly,
and then,
Kelechi,
we'll take it from there.
Before we go, do you have a website or you have an Instagram address for the benefit of young people watching
Yes,
program?
we have. There is www.gmytfashionacademy.com for the fashion school. There is www.gmytfoundation.com for the foundation. And then there is www.gmyt African Humanitarian
Okay, that's
Award.
enough.
Yes.
You don't need to add your Instagram so that you don't start getting direct messages.
GMY Fashion Academy, yeah, that's the Instagram.
Thank you.
Thank you.